Hey guys! I'm spooky today! Minus the slow voice though. So, the future. It's something that can bring a lot of excitement and uncertainty to many people. And if you're a member of the anime and manga community, you may be familiar with some predictions some mangaka supposedly made that actually happened. Examples I can think of that involve this are Akira and the Tokyo Olympics thingy that, kinda happened recently, and also Hirohiko Araki, the creator of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, having a panel that kinda alludes to the future events of 9/11. It does not end there, however. There is a mangaka who has actually predicted 15 events, and 12 of them actually came true. With that said, in this video, I'm going to introduce you guys to Ryo Tatsuki and her terrifying prophecies. So, who is Ryo Tatsuki? She's certainly not a well-known name, and her works aren't your typical popular Naruto, Dragon Ball demon slayers you see today. As a matter of fact, her works haven't garnered any attention until recently, being spring of 2021 and 10 years prior in 2011, as they kind of gather a following and popularity in Japan when something bad happens. Due to this, Tatsuki has kind of a cult following now. This boom in popularity has caused the first editions of one specific work, one from 1999 titled Watashi ga Mita Mirai, to go up exponentially in price. Well, until it was no longer out of print, that is. Though I have read that these newer prints supposedly have certain disturbing and unsettling scenes cut from each volume. And what is this manga about? What is this Watashi ga Mita Mirai about? A title that translates in English to The Future as I See It. Geez, I wonder. Let's backpedal a little bit though. Ryo Tatsuki was born in Yokohama in 1954 and began writing manga in 1975. It was in this year that they published manga, shoujo manga specifically, in the magazine Monthly Princess. The articles I read say manga titled Monthly Princess, but all I can find is the magazine that publishes the manga, so I'm pretty sure it's the. Also, real quick, it's worth noting that her previous works are shoujo manga and considered to be standard shoujo fare, though I cannot find what these specific works are on the internet searching in English and Japanese. If I do, they're going to be on the screen, but I cannot find them. I'm assuming she published them, under a different name. So, 5 years come and go, and it's the year 1980. Ryo is still publishing shoujo manga, but it's also around this time where she began having strange dreams. These dreams were startling dreams of clairvoyance that supposedly foretold future events. After 5 years, on and off, of experiencing such dreams, Tatsuki decided to start writing her dreams in a journal. This was around the year 1985. And it was finally in 1994 to 1999 that she began publishing her prophecies in manga form. This manga was, of course, Watashi ga Mita Mirai. And this brings us to the manga itself, as well as the prophecies within it. I gotta be honest, the plot of this manga itself is a mystery to me. I mean, there are articles detailing the manga and screenshots of the cover of the tankobons themselves, as well as a little bit inside the manga. It is my assumption that this manga is basically her foretellings as she illustrates her dreams, and they're separate stories and they're not really connected. There's no protagonist, there's no separate characters, no separate story. I think they're just straight up her predictions. And while on that note, I cannot find any kind of listing on my anime list either, so it is pretty obscure. So, what are these prophecies? You may recall me saying 2011 and 2021 a little bit earlier, and that may give you kind of a hint about the catastrophes in question. If you guessed a certain thing we're still kinda dealing with, you are right. Let's start at the beginning though. According to Tatsuki herself, the first big prophecy she dreamed of was the death of Freddie Mercury. For those unfamiliar, he was the lead singer of the band Queen and passed away in 1991. Tatsuki claimed she had two separate dreams foretelling his death, the first one being in 1976 and the second one being in 1981. These dreams were seen by Tatsuki exactly 15 and 10 years before the singer's passing. Tatsuki also claimed that the foretelling of the Bohemian Rhapsody movie was also in her dreams. Keep in mind these dates, as some of them take place, as far as the dreams or the occurrences themselves, before the publication of the manga and the dream diary that Tatsuki has mentioned. The next premonition took place in January of 1995. This is when Tatsuki had a dream about the earth cracking in the Kobe region of Japan. It was only 15 days after this dream that a huge earthquake struck the Kobe region of Japan. This was the Great Hanshin earthquake. Now, there is a claim that about 20 people had learned about Tatsuki's premonition prior to the earthquake itself and actually did evacuate. I cannot find confirmation on this though. The next premonition was in a dream that Tatsuki had recorded in 1992. According to Tatsuki, the dream was rather blurry and she had difficulty making a lot of it out. She did, however, write two words in her dream diary as she woke up. Diana and Shinda. This translates to the name Diana and dead. It was 5 years after this premonition, in the year 1997, that Princess Diana tragically died. Tatsuki had also claimed that in 1995, she'd had a dream of attending a funeral, which was her own funeral. It was in the year 2000 that she actually decided to retire as a mangaka. Tatsuki has clarified that she believes this premonition was the premonition of her own ending of her career. The next one is one of the big ones. In March of 1996, Tatsuki awoke from a dream that she describes as a catastrophe somewhere in eastern Japan in March of 2011. This one is special because she actually published this in her manga right afterwards to warn people. Because of that, it was on record and published before the event itself. This catastrophe was believed to be the 2011 Great East Japan earthquake and tsunami. Now, this next one is the one that Ryo Tatsuki is currently very well known for. This one is from a dream she had in 1995. After awaking from this dream, Tatsuki wrote that in 25 years, an unknown virus will come in 2020. It will disappear after peaking in April and appear again 10 years later. Now, of course, a virus did appear, though the dates are a little off. Now, whether or not it'll appear in 10 more years, I sure hope not, but we have yet to see. And with that said, there are other predictions that we have also yet to see and hopefully won't see. The first one is the supposed eruption of Mount Fuji. That's right, buds, in case you didn't know, Mount Fuji is a dormant volcano. Now, Tatsuki has claimed this may happen on August 20th of 2021, spoiler alert, it did not, or every 15 years until 2141. So it's all kinda up in the air. Another one of Tatsuki's predictions is a Kanagawa earthquake and tsunami. This was also predicted in the year 1991, and Tatsuki claims it'll happen between June and September of 2026, or every 15 years until 2131, so again, a little broad. So, this begs the question, are these predictions legit? Honestly, who knows? I mean, yes, the two big predictions of the earthquake and, the pandemic, they're pretty wild, pretty interesting, and that definitely is reason enough for people to flock to her manga, a manga that no one really knew about until those events. So, my unbiased take on this whole thing is, it is possible. The only person who really knows that this is possible and a thing that is experienced and exists is Ryo Tatsuki herself. with all of that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this interesting little video I've done. It's a little different from my usual stuff, but every video I seem to do is a little different from my usual stuff, so hey. I do want to thank my friend Fiona for suggesting this to me. I did want something kind of creepy to talk about on Halloween and upload by Halloween, and here it is. Though I don't really sound that creepy. I tried that last video and a lot of people didn't like my creepy slow voice, so you know, I'm gonna talk normal again. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you all so much. You're great. You're awesome. I love that you love my content, and I think that is also quite awesome. And yeah, with all of that said, I hope you all are having a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Also, definitely tell me what you think about this video, because I would love to hear you and all your thoughts and stuff, everyone. Alright, bye.